Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield.
This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody, as we welcome you back inside Cokeville High School for the Cokeville Invitational Volleyball Tournament. Match number 4 of the day will feature the Preston Lady Indians against the Evanston Red Devils. Standing so far through the first 3 matches, Mountain View is 2-0, Rich is 1-1, Evanston is 1-0, and Preston is 0-1 so far in Division C. So this becomes a very important match tonight. This game and the game coming up later on this evening for Preston, if they have any hopes of moving on to the championship bracket coming up tomorrow afternoon here at Cokeville. So as the get ready to take on, get ready for this match here today, this afternoon, as the Preston Indians will take on the Evanston Red Devils coming up in just a little bit. Preston earlier today lost in 5 sets to Mountain View, 16-14 in the 5th. Mountain View just knocked off Rich in 5 sets as well. Evanston earlier today beat Rich in straight sets, 25-23, 25-17, and 25-23. So Evanston is 1-0, but they've been sitting around now since about 10:30 this morning and are fairly rested now here just before 5 o'clock here this afternoon. So just about ready to play as they're calling the teams to the benches. And we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and we will have the first set of today's match between Evanston and Preston coming up right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're in the empty nester stage of life, preparing for retirement, or considering downsizing, let me suggest you consider Blue Sage Park as your new home.
This all-new community for over 55 active adults is now under construction by Ralph's Construction, the builders of many fine custom homes in Franklin County. That same quality is going into the new homes at Blue Sage Park.
Choose from 3 plans, each with over 1,400 square feet of living space on one level with a 2 or 3 car garage, 2 bedrooms, and lots of special features. These beautiful new 2-bedroom homes include large marble showers, vaulted ceilings, gas fireplaces, a park and green space for family fun, and large closets with custom organizers. Larry and Cody Ralphs are building this community for the over 55 age group with no steps, no maintenance, and a beautiful home that you own.
The first model is nearing completion, and you'll soon be able to see it for yourself. Blue Sage Park, now being built for your future at 3rd East and 3rd North in Preston.
Imagine a world with no football. Yeah, we don't want that either. Football lives here on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
This Friday night, the Aggies will kick off the season as they take on Wake Forest. Kickoff is at 6 p.m.
Hey everybody, this is Scott Gerard, and this is your home for Utah State Athletics. 105.5 FM and AM 1340, KACH, Preston.
KACH.
Well, ready to play here in set 1 of this match, Preston and Evanston, as the winner will improve their standings here in the Cokeville tournament, as Preston will serve to open the match, as it's taken there by the Red Devils. Set up, Keller, blocked at the net, kept alive, good block by Voss for the Red Devils, kept alive again for Preston, as that's off the hands and out of bounds, point for Preston. Taryn Wagstaff tried to play it, had him to go off her hand and out of bounds. So the ball serve goes back, stays with Preston, and they lead 1-0 here. Serve is in from Stevenson. Blocked partially at the net on the attempt by Ellingford. Back to Keller. Keller's shot is dug. Goes back to Ellingford. She just bumps it back across the net. Save it again for Keller. Keller is dug this time by Martin for the Red Devils. A nice shot from the back row. Dug out again by Preston. Martin sets it up. And the shot by Ellingford is in. Ellingford took a big windup and then ended up just kind of dinking it along the net and able to put it in, and we're tied at 1. So here is Matheson, Caitlin Matheson to serve, the libero for the Red Devils. As Sparks puts it over the net, dug out by the Red Devils. Back on the Preston side of the net again, back to Sparks. Sparks is dug out. Nice diving save there by Freeland. As they put it over and not able to get to it was Maddie Whitehead for the Indians, and it's 2-1 in favor of Evanston. Ellingford with the kill. She has both points to her credit so far here in the first set of this match. As the serve is almost mishit by Caitlin Matheson. That'll be a service error. And we're tied at 2, and the serve goes back over to the Preston Indians. Abby Keller getting ready to serve as she puts it in. Freeland, outside set, blocked by the net by Preston, kept alive again here by the Red Devils. As that can be out, as just try to flip it along the net was Ellingford, and it went out of bounds. That block at the net for the Indians. Credit that to Haley Meeks to keep that point alive, and eventually they're able to pick up the point. Another error, the return shot goes out of bounds. And Preston now leads by a score of 4-2. As Abby Keller's serve will continue here. 3-point run here for Preston. Dig, back set, just kind of pop it over, and they find a soft spot. So Saya Nowakowski picks up the kill, just flipped it over, found a little soft spot in the Preston defense. So it's 4-3 Preston, and now Haley Hayes will serve. It's going to be an ace for Hayes. She got it good and short. Maddie Whitehead tried to dive for it to keep it in play, but couldn't, and we're tied at 4 on the ace. As then they look at each other. Keller and Whitehead this time have it go right between their arms. And it's back-to-back aces for Haley Hayes, and now Evanston has a 5-4 lead. Hayes to serve again. Outside set. Keller has to just pop it up, and she couldn't. She was on the line under the net. That's 3 straight points for the Red Devils, and they lead 6-4. As here's the serve. Whitehead, back set to Sparks, goes off her hands, and she picks up the kill. Played it off the block, and not able to get to it after Sparks had tooled the block. So it's 6-5, and the serve back over to Preston, and it'll be Maddie Whitehead to serve. Whitehead's serve is dug out by Freeland, set across court, kept alive by Stevenson, back to Sparks in the middle, Meeks. Off the block and in. Haley Meeks, who had 6 kills in the first match earlier today against Mountain View, picks up her first one here, and we're tied at 6. Serve tips the top of the net, dug out by the Red Devils. Kept alive, Keller to Stevenson, outside set, Meeks again, off the block. Dug, kept alive by the Indians, popped over by Whitehead. As it comes back and is outside set, that comes to Ellingford, and she puts Ellen forward, and she puts that away. 7-6 here in the first set, as Evanston, the Red Devils have a lead. Evanston played very well earlier this morning in knocking off Rich in straight sets for their only win so far today in their only match. Set from deep, it's Keller, finds a soft spot. Keller, who had 7 kills in the first match earlier today against Mountain View, has her first one here. That's 7 kills that she had earlier in the day was tied for high on the team with Hannah Stevenson. Sage Meek drops back to serve in a 7-7 tie. Comes to Hayes. Hayes gets it over. The attempt by Freeland was partially blocked. Played by the Indians. They get it over. Kept alive again. As that one's going to be off the top of the net. Attempt by Freeland and falls back on the Evanston side of the net. So Preston gets the point. It's 8-7. As Sage Meek will continue her serve. Good play at the net by both sides here so far early on in this match. Hayes goes to Freeland. Freeland gets the point. Abby, she tried to play it kind of across court. Keller got a hand on it, but still, it's going to be a point for Evanston. We're tied at 8, and now here is Stacia Barker to serve, number 3 in red. This is kept alive by Preston. Abby Keller just tried to play it back over and hit it wide. Kind of a tough shot. Stevenson went after it just to keep it in play. And then Keller just tried to bump it forward and hit it out of bounds. Here comes Barker's next serve. Set wide. That goes to Winford. And it's blocked at the net. Taryn Holt with the block. And once again, Evanston with the point, three points in a row. Whitehead keeps it alive. It comes to Winford. As Evanston will just pop it back over. Keller back to Stevenson in the middle. Winford. The little dink shot is in. Winford, he has her first kill of this second match today. And Preston back within a point again, and back at 10-9. Drew Despain now will serve after they finally get the service back their way. As set outside, as that goes to Freeland. It's blocked, kept alive by Preston, bumped over by Whitehead. They'll set it again for Freeland. That goes deep. Nice job by Meeks to stop it from going into an empty part of the court. Again, Freeland. Meeks gets a hand on that one again. Just popped back over the net. Nice job by Despain, and the battle for it at the net, and the point goes to Preston. I believe if the Evanston player got into the net, point for Preston, then that'll be a 10-10 tie now here in the first set of the second match for both teams here on this Friday. Good short serve by Despain, kept alive by Freeman. That's just dinked over as Ellingford has the kill. And once again, Evanston on the lead now. It's 11-10. And the Red Devils have to serve back again. As Taryn Wagstaff comes in to serve at 11-10. Nice deep serve. Stevenson outside set for Keller off the top of the net. Point for Evanston. So back and forth we go as the serves are rather, I would say dominant, as that's going to be long. That's a service error against Wagstaff if she hits it too deep. Back into the point is Preston again as they get the serve back again. And now Haley Winford's going to drop back to serve. Serve right into the middle of that lineup as Wagstaff sets. Little dink shot up and in for Zakara Nakowski. Again, just not a hard shot, just a little soft. Get it over the top of the front line and find that open spot. Little soft spot in the defense. A point for the Red Devils is 13-10, and they get the serve back again. Now this is Taylor Peterson with the serve. Dug out, cross court for Keller. Keller's blocked and into the net. A point for Evanston as Celeste Burnett got into the net trying to keep that ball alive. So Peterson will serve again. Peterson's serve is, Preston just has to bump it over just to keep it alive here. Set inside, short set. They keep it alive, but it's out of bounds. Rachel Voss has her first kill. A little short set right at the net for Voss, and she was able to put away. It's 15-11. As that will be out of bounds. Service error, that time against Peterson. Serve goes back over to the Preston Indians again, and it's Hannah Stevenson now to drop back behind the line. So she'll take her first serves here out of this match, of this set. Outside set, tapped at the net a little bit, and then off the hands of Stevenson and out of bounds. As Rachel Voss able to put away another kill and then checks out. As it'll be Caitlin Matheson now to serve at 16-12. Evanston with the lead. Looks like there's going to be a double hit charge there against Matheson, so the point for Evanston. So the good strong spike delivered there by Ashlyn Sparks picks up the point. Preston down 3, 16-13. Keller to serve. Back set, Peterson. Just another little soft dink shot, and she able to pick up the point. Evanston has noticed something that the back row for Preston really backs off. And instead of going at it hard with big spikes, they're going at it soft with little dink shots, and dropping it in front of that back row. And it's been successful so far. Evanston leads by 4, 17-13. Haley Hayes back in to serve. They'll save it, or set it deep for Keller. Keller hits it into the net. It's 18-13, and timeout on the court. 18-13, we'll take a quick timeout, come back with more right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been...
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph...
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search KASASA.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCU.
KACH.
Go back to action here in the first set. 18-13. Evanston on top as the serve of Haley Hayes continues. Outside set. That goes to Meeks. Dug out and neatly by Matheson. At the net, another little soft shot. Played again. Back to Keller. Keller's set is picked up by Hayes. They'll set outside. Blocked at the net. They tried to keep it alive and they cannot. Drew Despain got a hand on it and then tried to flip it back up in the air and couldn't. As another Red Devil point, it's 19-13 here in the first. Hayes. Stevenson comes back to Sparks. They get it back over, so set it again to Meeks. Meeks goes off the block, and that'll be a point for Preston. It was partially blocked. Hayes had to come to her, and then she got a hand on it, but the best thing she could do was deflect it out of bounds. So 19-14, and once again it'll be Maddie Whitehead to serve here for Preston. Short set at the net. That's partially tipped, kept alive on a great dig. Wow, what a play by Keller to keep that alive. 19-15 as Preston picks up the point. Here's Whitehead. Hayes sets outside, blocked at the net, point for Preston. That's the combination of Meeks and Windward at the net to pick up the block and the point. Preston back to within 3, and then a missed play. And it's another point for Preston, 19-17. Hayes dug it, but then everybody just kind of stood around and watched it, and the ball fell. So Preston back to within the deuce at 19-17. Timeout on the court. We're back in a minute.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's the end of a long day, and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's the end of a long day, and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to have to walk clear to the back of the store to get a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I suspect we all can relate to both of those stories. The great news is that this problem has been solved by Stokes Market in Preston with a recently installed new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs, you can find them right inside the front door. Visit Stokes Market today in Preston.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston K.
Preston gets the serve back at 22-18. Sage Meek to serve. Big jump serve, gets it deep. Play back up toward the net. As Meek with the dig. Stevenson sets. As we'll just bump it back across the floor. Hayes. Set, short set, goes to Stevenson. Picked up there by Whitehead. Back to Meek, off the block and out of bounds. Point for Preston. It's now 22-19. Haley Meek back behind the line is served for the second time. Good serve. Nice return by Maxson. They keep it alive as they bump it over. Whitehead has it there for Preston. Inside set. Blocked at the net, kept alive by the Indians. Comes back to Holt as she able to keep it alive. Meek with it again. Hayes pops it up in the air. It comes over to Ellingford to keep it alive. Back over on the Preston side again as the set inside is knocked over the net there by Stevenson and out of bounds. Stevenson, somebody touched it at the net for Evanston, and Stevenson will get charged or get credit for the point. It's 22-20, and Meeks will serve again. Back set, deep set for Ellingford. That's kept alive by the Indians. Played across there as Meeks gets it across, kept alive again by Evanston. Short set, Winford off the shoulder of Stacia Barker, and a point for the Indians to make it 22-21. Stevenson with her second kill of the first set, and Preston's back to within a point. Sage Meek, and that's going to be too long. Makes it 23-21. Here comes the serve for the doubles. That's Barker to serve. At the net, Stevenson. It's dug out, kept alive. Keller got a hand on it. They keep it alive again. Whitehead will just pump it over. Outside set as it is Freeland. That's picked up by the Indians. Again, it comes back to Meeks. Again, just popped over the net. The miscommunication and the point on the error by the team this time for Evanston. And Preston back to within a point again at 23-22. Point goes to Evanston. Now they're within 1 point of winning the set. It's 24-22. So it'll be Taryn Wagstaff to serve for the first set here. 24-22. And Meeks with the dig. Outside set to Keller. Keller kind of mishit it. It's picked up there by Freeland. Kept alive. Back to Freeland. Short shot is in. Point game for Evanston. So they win the first set by the score of 25-22. Valiant effort there by the Preston Indians, but it comes up just short, and they come up a couple of points short here in the first set of the match. So the Evanston Red Devils now have won 4 straight sets here so far today, and the Preston Red will try to get back on the winning side coming up, and come back for set number 2 right after this timeout.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In Franklin County, they know it's what's on the inside that really matters. That's why they offer advanced radiology and imaging using the latest in technology, performing x-rays, CAT scans, MRIs, nuclear testing, ultrasounds, mammography, and much more, right in Preston, Idaho. With short wait times and a highly skilled staff available around the clock, they'll help you reach a diagnosis quicker. Make sure your doctor knows you want to save time and money, closer to home. Let them be the next to take your picture. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence meet.
Whether a loved one passes suddenly and much too soon or after a long and fruitful earthly journey, the families of Northern Cache Valley have known for years they can rely on sensitive and professional care from Webb Funeral Home. Now in their beautiful full-service facility on the south side of Preston, Webb Mortuary urges you to consider the benefits of pre-planning final arrangements in order that your wishes are carried out and difficult decisions are not left to your surviving family members. Make an appointment soon to talk about pre-planning with your friends at Webb Funeral Home. Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
KACH. KACH.
Okay, we'll go to set 2. Preston losing the first set by the score of 25-23. Preston has now dropped 3 straight sets going back to their first match earlier today when they lost to Mountain View. They lost the 4th and the 5th sets, in that match to end up losing the match in 5 sets. So officials checking, make sure all the right people are on the floor as we get ready to start the second set here. Garaska Haskell giving some last-minute instructions to Maddie Whitehead as she waits to get checked back onto the floor. She's back on and we're ready to play. So the serve will belong to the Evanston Red Devils to start here in the second set as Caitlin Matheson will serve. Matheson is dug out by Whitehead. Outside set, comes back to Meeks and it's in. Sage Meeks picks up her first kill of the match here in the first point of set number 2 as she finds a nice opening right down the line and they're able to drill it right home. Stevenson to serve. Good serve, dug out. They keep it alive in the net as Stacia Barker hit it not just twice, I think she hit it 3 times actually. And Preston jumps out to a lead by a score of 2-0. Stevenson. Outside set, that comes to Peterson, and Peterson is off the block of Meeks and down, so Peterson picks up the kill. Haley Hayes back into the game. Number 10 in red, she will serve here at 2-1. So Hayes comes in and immediately serves it right into the net with a service error. That makes it 3-1. Preston on top for Hayes. That's her first error of the match. Sage Meeks will drop back to serve. Good serve. Dug out. Hayes sets it short. And the shot is blocked at the net. That was Taryn Holt. She had her shot blocked. Right there at the net was Burnett with the pick up the block and the point. So 4-1, and Sage will serve again. Back to deep in the corner, and it is out of bounds. So Meek with an error, serves it out of bounds. Her second service error here of this match against Evanston. Ellingford dug out, kept alive. Haley Meeks is dug out again. Outside set, that comes to Freeland. Freeland took off. The dig is out of bounds by the Indians. Makes it 4-3. So here's Ellingford again to serve as Preston somehow able to keep it alive. Haley Meeks gets it over the net as it comes back to Freeland, and that's going to be off the hand of Whiteford and out of bounds. Freeland with her third kill of this match, and we're tied at 4. So a 4-4 tie, and Ellingford will serve again. High service goes way up into the rafters. It comes back down as Emily Longhurst into the match, as that'll be too deep and out of bounds. Point for Preston. Emily Longhurst got it over, and then the return was hit long by the Red Devils. Point for Preston. They now lead 5-4, and Whitehead to serve once again as Hayes has to go off her hands and off and out of bounds. (6-4) Preston on top. Whitehead serve. Hayes sets, blocked at the net. Neat play there by the Indians as it stays in play. Comes back to Ellingford as the Indians again able to dig it and keep it alive. Knocked back over by Whitehead. Whitehead is that's dug out again by Meeks at the net. Kept alive once again, and finally, with a point awarded to Preston, Haley Windward got the ball over, and then it was the Evanston Red Devils had 3 or 4 different players trying to touch the ball to keep it alive, but finally ran out of hits and couldn't get it over the net. 7-4, Preston with the lead. Outside set, that comes to Freeland. That's dug and for return. Again, Freeland. Again, it's Meeks, hits it up into the rafters and immediately back down. And credit the point to Evanston, and Freeland has her 4th kill here over the match, and it's 7-5. Stacia Barker now drops back, number 3 in red, to serve. She hits that to Meeks. Meeks will return it. Freeland's right there, kept alive, as it was Longhurst to keep it alive. Again, it goes back to Freeland. She just bumps it over. Meeks has it. The set outside. That comes over to Haley Meeks. And that's going to be off a block and out of bounds. 8-5. Preston on top as Haley Meeks picks up her 2nd kill. As Abby Keller now will drop back and will serve here for Preston with a 3-point lead. They lead 8-5 here in set number 2. They dropped the first set 22-25 to the Indians. Deep set to Freeland, and Freeland able to find a soft spot for their 5th kill. 8-6. Preston still on top as Taryn Wagstaff will go back and serve again. Whitehead, back set, Meeks, off the block. It's over on the Preston side. They're able to keep it alive, and going up to get it was Peterson, and she couldn't get high enough. It went over her head, and then nobody else was around her. 9-6 Preston. As Haley Meek will now drop back and serve again. Meek. Set outside, Peterson. Dug by Meek. Anybody get there? No. Keller tried to get there, but couldn't quite get there fast enough. Ellingford with the kill. That's kill number 7 on the match for her. And it's 9-7, Preston with a lead. And I don't think the referee was ready. And she hadn't blown it in, but Peterson served the ball into play anyway. But it didn't count, so now the referee will remind her to wait for the whistle. And now Taylor Peterson will serve and put the ball back into play. Keller, Stevenson, outside set, comes to Sage Meek. That's kept alive by the Red Devils as hit out of bounds. That's a mistake by Ellingford. She hit it just wide. They can say that was touched. Wow, that's generous. So instead of giving Ellingford an error, credit her with a kill and a point, as the serve is now going to go back over to the Red Devils again at 9-8, as Taylor Peterson will continue her serve. Keller tries to bump it, but bumps it out of bounds. That's an ace for Peterson, her first of the match, and we're tied at 9. Taylor Peterson serving for her 3rd straight point. There's the error as she hits it into the net. 10-9, Preston back on top. So here is Winford to serve. Little short set, nobody there, as it is Peterson find the open area. And that'll be a 10-10 tie. Little short set, and Peterson's right there and just drilled the far corner in the deep part of the court. Caitlin Matson again now will serve here for Evanston. Short, dug there, but Evanston able to keep it alive, and the ball went over the net. Deep set, it'll be Ellingford to just play it over. It's blocked at the net this time, and trying to put the ball back up was Despain. No, it wasn't. I take it back. It was Burnett able to put the ball over. Semi-blocked at the net, and then the ball goes down, and Preston back on top again by a score of 11-10. Now here's Hannah Stevenson to serve. as it was Ellingford kind of almost swung and missed and just barely got a piece of the ball. But either way, it's a point for the Indians. Stevenson again to serve. Outside set. Blocked at the net and down. It was Emily Longhurst who got up and blocked the ball for the point. Ellingford tried to go just into the middle of the court. There was the Longhurst hands to knock it down. And then they go short again, and Barker with the kill. So it's 13-10. Check out 13-11, I should say. As Haley Hayes again drops back serve for the red-clad Evanston Red Devils to put the ball back in play. Whitehead. Back set to Meeks. That's going to be too deep. Meeks had an opening down the line, but then hit it too deep, and it's 13-12. Preston still with a 1-point lead. Halfway through. Set number 2. Whitehead. Stevenson. Set to Meeks. That's a block at the net. And at the block credited to Stacia Barker and the point. We're tied at 13. Hayes to serve. Dives to keep it alive as Whitehead. And as the Indians get it over. Diving again to keep the ball alive as the Spain. Bumped over. Nice play by the Indians to keep the ball alive. Outside set. That comes back to Ellingford again. That's blocked, and then they tried to get it back up as it was Stevenson who tried to get the dig and keep the ball alive and hit it off the top of the net. And then it stayed on the Preston side. So once again, Evanston has the lead now 14-13 as they retake the lead by 1. As the serve there by Hayes comes up short, doesn't quite clear the net. Second service error of the match for Hayes. Tied again at 14, and now Sage Meek will drop back and she'll have the service. 14-14. As the serve is mishit on the dig, as Emily Freeman tried to dig that ball up, couldn't, as it deflected off and out of bounds. That's an ace for Meek, her first of the match, and Preston again takes the lead back to 15-14. Good serve as they get it back across. Whitehead bumps it forward. Haley Meek, her shot is kept alive. That comes to Holt, and Holt able to drill the kill and the point, and we're tied at 15. So back to 15 now. Ellingford will serve. So Ellingford will serve. That's dug up. Stevenson, as it's set there, Whitehead just bumps it over. Outside set. That's going to be in as Freeland on just a running little scoop. They didn't say she lifted the ball. She has her 6th kill of the match, and once again Evanston has a lead back to 16-15. Freeland, Stevenson, outside Meek with the kill right down the line. Haley Meek with a 3rd kill. Back to tie again, back to 16-16. As Haley Winford comes back onto the floor. And Maddie Whitehead is going to serve. Dug out, back set, kept alive, dug out there by Meek. Back to Stevenson. Whitehead will just bump it over. As Hayes with the set, kept alive again by the Indians. Meek going to go down the line, but hits it into the net. So an error by Haley Meek. She again had that area right down the line, but hit it into the top of the net and it stayed on the Preston side. And once again, Evanston with a 1-point lead at 17-16. Serve is dug, but unfortunately for Meek, she hit it back up into the rafters and the ball deflected down almost as fast as it went up, and not able to get there in time was Hannah Stevenson, and it's an 18-16 lead. Meek, they keep it alive. Whitehead bumps it over. They'll set deep. Ellingford blocked at the net as Haley Winford with the block picks up the point. Preston back to within one again at 18-17. Abby Keller back onto the floor. She'll pick up the serve here as she subs back in. Keller, jump serve, just does sneak it over the top of the net. It's set outside, Freeland kept alive. Outside set, we're back over here to the near side. Meek has her spike was dug. And then it comes to Freeland again, who goes down the line for the point. 19-17, Emily Freeman with 7 kills. That's tied for the top spot for Evanston through a set and a half, as Lauren Ellingford also with 7 kills so far here this evening. And the serve will be picked up by Taryn Wagstaff for the Red Devils. 19-17, Evanston on top. Wagstaff dug out by Keller. Little battle for it at the net. It's going to fall over. Stevenson was right there against Freeland, and the ball snuck over the net. Point for Preston. They're back to within one again at 19-18. Haley Meek, as she serves, look out, Freeland with a big windup, and it's down. Her 8th kill of the match makes it 20-18. She came flying across and went cross court deep and into the corner. So Taylor Peterson now will serve with a 2-point lead as service error. She hits it into the net. Preston will get the serve back again and back to within a point. Haley Windward, she can win the point here, would tie the match once again. Windward, as that's set, outside set, Willingford is dug out. Kept alive by Preston as Meek just returns it back over the net. Again, short set for Peterson is blocked at the net. Again, they'll set it up again. They'll just bump it over and keep it alive. Set outside, back to Meek. She goes down the line. As coming over to get it was Freeland. She keep it alive. And another time they go right down the line, Ellingford. That's kept alive by Preston as Meek just plays it over. Outside set again, Ellingford. Blocked there by Preston, kept alive again. Meek bumps it over. Again, another set at the net. Bad set as Preston ends up with a free look. And then just short inside, Burnett can't put that away. Back to Stevenson, cross court, set to Meek off the block. And it's a point for Evanston. With the block at the net was Rachel Voss, and it went down. Voss with her 3rd block of the game. Makes a 2-point lead. And again, it's just tried to get it over. And again, it's off the top of the net as Sage Meek wasn't able to get that one quite high enough, quick enough. It's 22-19. 3-point lead for the Red Devils here, as they're 3 points from their 2nd straight set here in this match. As kept alive by Ellingford. It's deep. They just bump it over. Do the Red Devils. The Indians have it. Keller again off the top of the net. Makes it 23-19 and a timeout called by Preston. 23-19. We're back here in 30 seconds. Stay with us, won't you? Evanston on top. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that 20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search KASASA.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCU.
KACH.
So the Red Devils are 2 points away from collecting their second set win here, and their 5th in a row on the day, as Preston back out on the floor waiting for Evanston to come back out as well. As the serve for Caitlin Matheson will continue. 2 points away from the set victory. Matheson just kind of calmly walks back over from the deep left corner. Now she wants to kind of be in the center area. And now hold on, we're still not ready to play quite yet, as our down official goes over to talk to the official scores about something. Now it looks like we have it straightened out and we're ready to play. So here's Caitlin Matheson. Matheson is dug out by Whitehead, cross court. It goes to Meek, as Meek just goes right along the face of the net and finds an open area. That's a tough shot, but a good shot by Sage. And it's 23-20. Set cross court. Ellingford is dug out. Back to Meek again. Meek is blocked at the net. Again, Whitehead plays it back out of the net. As that one comes back over to Longhurst, and that's down. Longhurst with the kill. Back to within. 23-21. Preston back to within a couple of points again, as that's misplayed again on their side of the net. (23-22) and timeout again on the floor. So the timeout, we'll take one here as well. Right back again at you in 30 seconds. Stand by.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street, Preston.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, right coming out of the timeout on the serve, it was Lauren Ellingford with the kill. Set point here for the Red Devils, 24-22, and Haley Hayes will serve here for the set. Good serve. Is deep on the floor. It's kept alive, and coming over trying to make the play was Meek, who goes again off the top of the net and comes back at her. So that's an error, and that'll be set number 2 goes here to the Evanston Red Devils. So they go up 2-0. Once again, another good attempt by the Preston Indians, but they come up just short as they can't get the points when they need them. And Evanston goes up 2-0. We're right back with set number 3 right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, this is Nate Romrell. I am the sales manager here at West Motor Ford. Most of our vehicles, including every single new car, comes with a free lifetime powertrain warranty and 4 free oil changes. That includes your diesel pickup trucks. We have a price match guarantee that we will never be beat on a price on any new and most used vehicles. Come on down and see us here at West Motor Ford. Our address is 801 North State Street in Preston, Idaho.
Whether a loved one passes suddenly and much too soon or after a long and fruitful earthly journey, the families of Northern Cache Valley have known for years they can rely on sensitive and professional care from Webb Funeral Home. Now in their beautiful full-service facility on the south side of Preston, Webb Mortuary urges you to consider the benefits of pre-planning final arrangements in order that your wishes are carried out and difficult decisions are not left to your surviving family members. Make an appointment soon to talk about pre-planning with your friends at Webb Funeral Home. Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
In business for almost 70 years, Valley Implement has been serving customers with integrity, personalized service, and accountability for generations. Their mission is to contribute to agriculture and the agricultural way of life. When it comes to irrigation, equipment, attachments, parts and service, and precision farming, Valley Implement in Preston is here to work for you. Visit them today, 213 West 8th North, Preston. Valley Implement, all things agriculture.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Last play of the game, folks.
And the snap. Drops back. Whoa, changes mind. Down the sideline. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Casasa! Unbelievable! Did you see that? Casasa!
Not to be a buzzkill, but what's Casasa? We're glad you asked that. Casasa. It's a catchy word for earning cash. Free Casasa checking rewards you in cash each month.
So point for Preston. Abby Keller will serve. And blocked at the net, kept alive by the Red Devils. Wellingford finds a soft spot and picks up the point. She leads the team with her 10th kill. And it's 4-2. Preston with the lead, and Haley Hayes will serve again. Meek. It's dug out, kept alive by Ellingford. Ellingford gets it set and then goes right down the line for the point. 4-3, Preston on top. As Hayes will drop back to serve here once again. Whitehead, short serve, in front as Hayes tried to dig and couldn't. So Whitehead picks up the kill on the little short shot. Now she'll drop back to serve. Freeland pops it up. That's going to come to Holt, who just plays it over. Free opportunity here for the Indians as Meek goes down the line but out of bounds. Haley Meek tried to go right down the line to hit it wide. So Preston with a 5-4 advantage as the serve again now goes back over to Lauren Ellingford. Ellingford. Nice dig, but right there at the net as the ball is hanging up there, Emily Freeman just throws a big cap on it, puts it right back down. So we're tied at 5. Freeman with 9 kills now in the match. As Ellingford serve just does find the get over the top of the net. Ellingford will bump the set, comes to Holt. Holt blocks at the net. As Winford blocks it and puts it right back onto the Red Devil side for the point. (6-5) Preston on top, and Sage Meek again will drop back to serve here for the Indians. Meek goes too deep. Service error. Ties the match back up at 6 again. So here is Stacia Barker as her serve set. That's Keller, play it over. They dig it out as it comes to Ellingford. Ellingford hits it into the net. Gives the Preston Indians a 1-point lead again at 7-6. Haley Meek with the serve. As again, it gets right along the net, and Hayes is too close to the net and can't get it up high enough or quickly enough to get it over the net. So another error against the Evanston Red Devils. 8-6 Preston on top. Hayes sets, just has to bump it over as Freeland. Preston keeps it alive. Stevenson goes cross court to Keller. Keller can't get a good wind-up on it, so the Red Devils have it. They'll go short and out of bounds. Point for Preston. Makes it 9-6. They tried to just chip it up over the top of the block, but they weren't able to find the court as Haley Meek will serve again. Short set in the middle, but too short. Rachel Voss went up and the ball wasn't high enough. She couldn't get it over the net. So that's a mistake by the setter Hayes, as the short set was too short. 10-6 Preston on top, and Haley Meeks will serve again, and she serves it out of bounds. 10-7 as the serve comes back over to the Red Devils. Coming back onto the floor here is Taryn Wagstaff, as she will pick up the serve. As it's bumped there, kept alive. Stevenson, cross-court set to Keller. Can't get a good swing at it. Ellingford is blocked at the net. A dig attempt as coming across was Wagstaff. However, that's going to be another point for the Indians. 11-7. Winford serving now for Preston. As it's Ellingford plays it over. Back at the net, right there is Rachel Voss. This time she doesn't make the mistake of not getting the ball up over the net. She's able to put that one away and make it 11-8. As Taylor Peterson now will come in and serve once again here for the Red Devils. Her serve is to Meek. She digs that out. Short serve, it's set in the middle, dug out. Nice save by Wagstaff as it goes to Ellingford, who plays it over. Set outside, this time to Keller, and it's blocked at the net by, I believe that was Voss who come over and got the block again and picked up the point. So it's now 11-9. As Taylor Peterson will continue to serve. At the net, all kinds of hands and bodies, and again, the tallest player with the win, that's Rachel Voss. Able to put the block down on the Preston side, and they're back to within a point, 11-10. As the run continues here for Taylor Peterson with the serve. Stevenson, back to Keller. Missed hit, kept alive. Outside set, they go to Ellingford. That's kept alive again by Preston. As the Red Devils just play it back over on the Evanston side. Burnett pops it across. That's kept alive again by Evanston. Set at the net. Outside, back to Keller. Keller's blocked again, and this one goes down on the Evanston side of the net. 12-10. Third kill for Abby Keller here in this match. As Hannah Stevenson drops back deep behind the line, and she will serve here. Set, Ellingford is kept alive. Keller gets it back, and Keller into the net. So a point coming back over here to Evanston again. They're back to within one. Caitlin Masson will serve. When Masson walks, like just her back is just stiff and just bothering her. She doesn't hit the ball all that hard. Coming back onto the floor is Sparks. She gets dug as Freeland has it. That's kept alive again by the Indians. Sparks with it again, plays it back deep. Freeland keeps it alive. Back to Peterson. Off the dig is bad and out of bounds. And we're tied at 12. So 12-12. Masson again will serve. Keller, as it's kept alive by Stevenson. Sparks is dug out again by Masson. Back at the net, blocked there, kept alive by the Devils. As they get it back, Stevenson has it there. As the attempt by Burnett is blocked at the net. As right there, right in the middle, is Stacia Barker with the block, and she gets the point. Back up on top is Evanston as they lead 13-12. As here is Masson. Outside set, back to Keller, little dink shot, that's kept alive. Peterson plays it back over. Preston has it outside, they go back to Keller. Keller can't get much on it, it's kept alive again as Masson bumps it to keep it alive. Back over on the Preston side. It comes back as it is Burnett again to keep that one alive. Deep set here for Freeland, blocked at the net, picked up and out of bounds. Hitting error, Keller had it and tried to go down the line, and she hit it out of bounds. That gives Evanston a 2-point advantage at 14-12. Whitehead with the return of serve. Keller bumps it over. As with it is Ellingford, and Ellingford able to pick up the shot. She tried to go down the line a little bit too wide. She actually hit it off the antenna, which is out of bounds. So Ellingford with a hitting error. And Preston back within a point. Abby Keller now has the ball. She'll serve, trying to get back to a tie at 14-all. Wagstaff bumps it up back over her head. Outside it comes to Meek. And Meek hits it too long. So Haley Meek hits it too long. Outside set, this comes to Meek, she just bumps it over. 15-13, Evanston on top. As just dumping it over was Ellingford. Gets her 12th kill of the match, and once again Evanston goes up by 3 at 16-13. As the return by Whitehead is just a little bit too long, that makes it 17-13. And timeout called by Preston. Preston wants a timeout. We'll take one right here as well. Back in 30 seconds.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street, Preston.
KACH.
So 17-13. Evanston leads. We're in the third set. Evanston's won the first two sets, 25-22 and 25-20. And Evanston trying to really punch their ticket to the championship rounds coming up tomorrow. They can go to 2-0. They would join Mountain View there at 2-0 record so far here on this Friday. So here's Haley Hayes waiting to serve. As again, the down officials at the scorer's table for a moment. Now they're ready. So here we go. Hayes to serve. First serve is deep. Set outside, that comes to Keller, off the block and down. Off the block, Lauren Ellingford came flying across to try to dig it out, but couldn't. So 17-13. Preston stays within 4. Coming across was Matheson to try to dig out the serve and couldn't. Makes it 17-15. Hayes, they'll just play it back on the net, and that was the third hit, didn't get over. So they just let it fall. It's 3 straight points for Preston, and they're back to within 1 at 17-16. Maddie Whitehead with the serve here for the Indians, and that's an ace. Coming up on the ball was Freeland, and for whatever reason, she just stopped and let it bounce in front of her. We're tied at 17. As the return of serve again by Masson is bad. As Preston has a lead again, we're at 18-17. Timeout on the floor. This time taken by Evanston. We'll sneak in another break here. Stay with us. It's Preston Volleyball, and we'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hey, I'm Angie Weeks. I am the office manager here at West Motor Ford. We are excited to have lots of new inventory on the lot. We're excited to invite everybody to come in and check out our lifetime powertrain warranty. It comes with every vehicle we sell that's under a certain number of miles, and it is a fantastic deal. My son actually just bought a car and was able to get that with his vehicle, and it's been a lifesaver for us. This is Angie with West Motor Ford in Preston, Idaho. Come in and see us today.
WestMotorCompany.com. KACH.
As the teams come back out on the floor, let's pause right here for station identification. This is Preston Indians Athletics.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
As at the net, the play blocked. As we're tied at 18, as Evanston picks up the point. Block at the net, they just throw the cap on it and get the ball back. And here's Ellingford to serve. Serving at an 18 tie. Outside Meek. As they're able to dig it out, Evanston digs it again. Blocked at the net, stays alive on the Evanston side. Outside set, that goes to Freeland. She is dug out. Ball still alive as it goes to Masson. As Evanston will just play it over. Comes back again, and it's Winford, and a point for Preston. I was going to say that was too many hits for Evanston, and a point for the Indians. It's 19-18. Sage Meek will serve again. Serve dug out there by Masson. Comes back across. Freeland off the block and out of bounds. Serve, kill number 10 for Emily Freeman here today in this match. And we're tied at 19 as Stacia Barker drops back behind the line again, and she'll take a shot at the serve. Dug out by Whitehead, and immediately he comes right back, and it's Hannah Stevenson who finds a little soft spot right in the middle, and Preston has a lead again, back to 20-19. So the serve back to Preston. 5 points away from a set victory here in set number 3. Meeks serve. Kept alive. Ellingford just pops it over. Comes back to the front line. And that's a point for Rachel Voss. As Voss just had to come right to her with nobody in front of her, and she was able to pick up the kill. It's 20-20. Rachel has 5 kills now in this match, and we're tied at 20 as Taryn Wagstaff will come on to serve once again here for the Red Devils. Stevenson plays it to Keller. Keller her shot is played there by Ellingford. Back over on the Preston side. Dug out again. Comes back to Ellingford, who just sets it back over the net. They set it again outside. Keller. Keller is down. Point for Preston. So Keller able to drill the deep corner as Stacia Burnett returns. 20 up, or I should say Preston up 21-20. Haley Winford will serve again. Good deep serve. Peterson bumps it forward, but then you say it was a lift. As the error against Peterson, that makes it a 22-20 set score in favor of the Indians. Winford's next serve. Peterson outside set, that goes to Freeland. Freeland couldn't get much on it, but Preston has it again. Outside it goes to Keller. Keller is off, it's touched, and then it hits the back line anyway. So Keller has another kill, and Preston now leads by 3 at 23-20. Freeland, as Evanston plays it back over. Set outside, back to Keller again. Then she gets it down. Set point coming up here for the Indians. They lead 24-22. Keller with another kill. For the set, they serve. Short set, Peterson plays it into the net, and Preston able to come back and win the third set by the final score of 25-20. However, Evanston still leads in the match by a 2-1 lead. We'll go to the fourth set, and we come back right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you see that big green dinosaur, whether at your favorite gas station or convenience store on the side of a delivery truck, you know quality Sinclair products are available there from Hall Oil Company. Hall Oil is a family-owned and operated business that's been serving folks in Cache Valley since 1947. They're your local fuel and oil broker with a low-price guarantee. Another guarantee that's been really important this winter is that when you fill your fuel tanks with premium winter diesel fuel from Hall Oil, it's guaranteed not to gel, even when the temperature drops below zero. It's the no-gel guarantee from Hall Oil Company.
The Westside Pirates are ready to kick off a new season on the football gridiron this Friday night as they face the Firth Cougars. Last year, the Pirates compiled a 10-1 record and went all the way to the 2A championship game before coming up just short. Can the Pirates take that last step this year to bring home a 2A state title? That road starts this Friday night. Hear the game following the Utah State-Wake Forest game on 105.5 FM, AM 1340 KACH, and new this year, you can hear the game live on mylocalradio.com.
In business for almost 70 years, Valley Implement has been serving customers with integrity, personalized service, and accountability for generations. Their mission is to contribute to agriculture and the agricultural way of life when it comes to irrigation, equipment, attachments, parts and service, and precision farming. Valley Implement in Preston is here to work for you. Visit them today, 213 West 8th North, Preston. Valley Implement, all things agriculture.
Health West is a nationally recognized community health center that provides patient-centered health care for everyone. From newborn to complicated care, Health West is always accepting new patients in Medicaid, Medicare, insured, and even if you don't have insurance. Available in 8 locations throughout Southeast Idaho. Call 208-852-3200 for an appointment in Preston. Health West, empowering our patients and communities by providing quality, affordable health care.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the Cokeville Invitational Volleyball Tournament as we go to set number 4. Preston able to stay alive by winning the third. They still trail 2-1. And as we get ready to start set number 4, as again the officials checking all the numbers, make sure the proper people are on the floor, keeping the bookkeeping straight. We're ready to go. Although we still kind of need to get the scoreboard straightened out here. They still have the score from last game up there, so they're not quite ready to go. And the easy way to reset an electronic piece of equipment, turn it off and then bring it back up. And that didn't work. So they can reset the score here real quick before we get going. As I'm pretty sure they don't want to continue from that score with Preston having won set 3 by the score of 25-24. They can't seem to get it to move. It stays on 25, and when they try to advance it or change it, it goes to, on the Preston side of the scoreboard, it goes to 124. So for whatever reason, they have to run it all the way back down manually from 124 to be able to reset the score. So this will take a minute. Now we're at 98 and staying there as well. And so they turn it off again. If you're watching on the feed on mylocalradio.com, you see the scoreboard down in the lower right-hand corner. It goes on and off. And maybe if they really let it sit this time and think about coming back on, maybe it'll come back on. While they're doing that, let's take another 60-second commercial break. We're back right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're in the empty nester stage of life, preparing for retirement, or considering downsizing, let me suggest you consider Blue Sage Park as your new home.
This all-new community for over 55 active adults is now under construction by Ralph's Construction, the builders of many fine custom homes in Franklin County. That same quality is going into the new homes at Blue Sage Park.
Choose from 3 plans, each with over 1,400 square feet of living space on one level with a 2 or 3 car garage, 2 bedrooms, and lots of special features. These beautiful new 2-bedroom homes include large marble showers, vaulted ceilings, gas fireplaces, a park and green space for family fun, and large closets with custom organizers. Larry and Cody Ralphs are building this community for the over 55 age group with no steps, no maintenance, and a beautiful home that you own.
The first model is nearing completion, and you'll soon be able to see it for yourself. Blue Sage Park, now being built for your future at 3rd East and 3rd North in Preston.
Imagine a world with no football. Yeah, we don't want that either. Football lives here on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
This Friday night, the Aggies will kick off the season as they take on Wake Forest. Kickoff is at 6 p.m.
Hey everybody, this is Scott Gerard, and this is your home for Utah State Athletics. 105.5 FM and AM 1340, KACH, Preston.
KACH.
Well, they still don't have the situation fixed with the score with the scoreboard as of yet.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at SKAC. As for whatever reason, the scoreboard is stuck at 98-23. But the Preston volleyball team is making the most of the opportunity. Emily Longhurst was doing a set of handsprings down the side of the floor, while Maddie Whitehead, not to be outdone, took a shot at doing the worm on the floor there as well. So Preston stays alive, having won the 3rd set. Yeah, we're getting ready to go to set number 4 once we get the scoreboard situation straightened out. Our lead official has come down out of the chair now and come across to the scorer's table. As again, they've shut off the scoreboard trying to reset it. They have it back to they turn it back on. Now they're running the score down on the home side to where they've given the home a lead of 112-98. That's not bad for a basketball game, but doesn't really do as much good for volleyball. And it seems to be stuck there now as well. Now at least they have the gust side moving, and it's going back up. Now they're going back down, back to 112-98, now 90. Seems to be moving now at least, so we're getting at least back toward the right direction. I can't imagine sitting there and punching the button 98 different times to try to get the scoreboard back to 0. As it gets down low, it gets down to about 25, and then for whatever reason, it jumps back to 124. So obviously the controller has a little bit of an issue. Yeah, that's a high-scoring volleyball match, man. Let me tell you, 124 to 112. And we're not even in rally scoring yet. And so they'll turn it off and try it one more time. Believe it or not, it's 20 minutes after 6 Mountain Time, and Preston still has another match to play. However, there's still another match in between that still, so they'd be lucky if they're on the floor by 9 or 9:30. As the chair official now starts to walk back across the court, and I believe she has pretty much given up on the scoreboard situation, as the scoreboard is off yet again, as all the dancing by all the Preston players continues out on the floor. All the Evanston players have gone back over to the bench to hang out, as I'm not sure what we're going to do here yet. There hasn't been any kind of an announcer, so it's not like a PA announcer can keep giving the score from time to time. Emily Longhurst with another set of handsprings almost ran over the down official, as Preston continues to wait. Evanston continues to hang out over at the bench. So as the situation continues here, as we continue to wait, still not exactly sure what's going to happen as we continue just to monitor the situation. And neither team able to
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're in the empty nester stage of life, preparing for retirement, or considering downsizing, let me suggest you consider Blue.
KACH, my local radio.
So, again, officials not really doing much of anything at the moment. The chair official's back up in her position. The down official's just standing at the scorer's table. Now I believe Evanston can come back out onto the floor here. As now looks like we're going to play without the scoreboard. So Evanston will serve up 2-1 to open set number 4. Keller, outside set, comes to Meek. Meek is dug in the back line by Freeland, who keeps it alive. Keller had to go off her hands and out of bounds. So 1-0 Evanston here in set 4. As Matson again will serve here at 1-0. Matson, here she comes. Little jump serve. Comes to the Indians. They keep it alive. As it is Whitehead just to bump it over, keep it alive again. And it's misplayed by Evanston. And that'll be a 1-1 tie. So 1-1. I don't know if they have somebody running to get a alternate controller or not, or if there's even one available. As the serve by Hannah Stevenson is going to be misplayed. Credit Stevenson with an ace, and Preston goes up 2-1. So Hannah will serve again. Up 2-1 are the Indians here in set 4. Freeland gets it forward as Ingleford is dug. Comes back again. Well played over. Ingleford goes short, blocked at the net. Picked up there by Matson, who plays it back over. Whitehead gives it to Meek. Meek is blocked at the net. However, it's kept alive there by the Red Devils. Comes back to Ellingford, who hits it into the net. That's 3-1. Now in favor of the Indians here in set 4. That's into the net this time by Peterson. Four to 1 Preston. Short set. Nope, now they get it to Ellingford as Stevenson slips, but somehow able to keep it alive. They play it back over. It does Whitehead. Deep set. Freeland plays it back over. Whoops, bad set. As Meek able to dig that back out. Now they'll set it back over as it comes to Sage Meek. She goes down the line, but out of bounds. Point for Evanston, 4-2. Haley Hayes will now serve. Hayes is dug there by Meeks. Back set goes to Haley Meeks. As Evanston bumps it over to keep it alive. Stevenson with another set. Here comes to get over the Sage. She goes down the sideline. However, that's blocked halfway as the spike there by Ellingford is kept alive by the Indians, and it's going to be a point for Preston as the Indians were into the net. That makes it 4-3. If you're listening to us and not listening to the radio, Utah State in the first quarter at Wake Forest in a 7-7 tie. As the short set there, as Burnett has blocked at the net, and that's going to, that'll tie the game, or I should say that'll give Evanston a lead now at 4-3 according to my count. So here's Hayes to serve again. Stevenson, cross court to Longhurst. Point for Evanston. So Emily Longhurst not able, now they got the scoreboard back on, and it appears to be right. So we'll go by the actual electronic scoreboard again. Meek partially blocked at the net. Freeland plays it back up as it's played over there by Ellingford. Back to Meek. She's dug up again there by Freeland. It comes back to Holt. Holt is dug, kept alive by Longhurst. They still keep it alive at the net, and Meek just plays it over. Set, look out, here comes Freeland. She doesn't take a full swing at it, just bumps it back over. Back to Longhurst, that's partially blocked and down. Emily Longhurst picks up a second kill. So we're tied at 5. Sage with the serve, deep into the corner and out of bounds. So Sage Meek with a service error gives the point to Evanston at 6-5. And now Lauren Ellingford will serve. Haley gets it up. Set back to Haley. Is off the block and out of bounds. Point for Preston. We're tied at 6. So Haley able to tool the block and pick up the point. And now here's Maddie Whitehead. Set outside, Freeland. Dug up again there by Whitehead. Set goes to Longhurst. She's partially blocked at the net as it comes back to Ellingford. Back over the net. Preston, short little set. Winford tried to put it away and couldn't. Now back over again and deflected at the net, and that's going to be a lift charged against the Indians. As Longhurst tried to play it, did back over and she couldn't, so now it's at 7-6. Served by Barker. Set at the net, meets with a full swing is blocked as it's Rachel Voss with the block at the net. That makes it 8-6. Service error. Barker. Line drive into the net. 8-7. And the serve comes back over to Preston as now Abby Keller will come up to serve. Keller just does clear the top of the net and leaning forward to try to come up with a dig. Emily Freeman hits it out of bounds. Credit Keller with an ace and ties the game at 8. Freeland keep it alive. Wellingford knocks it over as Stevenson sets. Meek, little left-handed. Now she gets it back in the net, goes right-handed, and that's kept alive. Back to Freeland, in. Freeland just played it around the block and found just inside the baseline and able to pick up the point 9-8. And for Emily Freeman now with 11 kills in the match, unofficially on my count. So 9-8. As Abby Keller will serve, or I should say Train Wagstaff will serve. As the Indians able to get it, and it's Wagstaff who comes across and poaches away the ball and then fires it in for the kill. Tied at 9 again. As we go back to Haley Meek. Meek's serve. Dug out, outside, Peterson. Blocked at the net. Now hold on, we got a whistle. And they're going to say that they were into the net. Maddie Whitehead into the net for Preston. So that should make it 10-9 Evanston now. As Taylor Peterson goes back to serve. Peterson had a good match earlier today. Meek tries to go across the front of the net. That's played up by Ellingford. Comes back to Peterson. That's kept alive again. Stevenson short set. Kept alive on a great play. Back in the back row by Peterson. Comes back to Preston again, and finally a point for the Indians. Hannah Stevenson tried to find the little soft spot. It was Olivia Martin, number 13 in red, to keep the ball alive, but then the Red Devils could not get it back over the net. So tied at 10, as Windward will serve again. Outside set. That's down off the hands of Lauren Ellingford, with kill number 13 for her in this match, and back to a 1-point advantage for the Evanston Red Devils, back to 11-10. So here is Matheson to serve here in set number 4 at the Cokeville Tournament. As punched over, Freeman from deep, able to put that away. Hit it right at the feet and then right in between Whitehead and Emily Meek, or Haley Meek, I should say, and able to pick up the point. That's a dozen kills today in this match for Freeman. So they'll serve at the net. That's blocked, kept alive, and not able to do anything with it was the Indians, as Keller got a hand on it to keep it alive, but couldn't get it over the net. 3-point run and the 3-point lead here now for the Red Devils. It's 13-10. Serve is going to be short and into the net as Matson hits that one short. And now serve comes back over to be Hannah Stevenson to serve now for the Indians. Stevenson's serve is deep. Freeland bumps it forward, comes back over. Ellingford just pops it across. And the Indians get it back up. Meek, just a little one-hand shot over the net, just trying to put the ball over. But they can coming across with Wagstaff, and with the hitting error, they've hit it out of bounds, and Preston's back within a point again at 13-12. Stevenson with the serve. Short set in front. Barker kept alive by the Indians. Back set. That goes to Longhurst and down. Emily Longhurst with her third kill of the match. Ties the set, number 4 at 13. 13 all as Stevenson will serve again. That was almost an ace, just barely kept that alive. Comes over the net, comes to Whitehurst. Set, short inside. That's Burnett. That's kept alive. Outside, back to Wellingford. She goes over the top of the block and down. So you will just pop it up over the top of the block and then find the floor. As back on top by a point again is the Evanston Red Devils. They're going to get a sub in, couple of subs in. Haley Hayes will come back in, as does Taryn Holt come back in, number 15 in red. Hayes will serve. Hayes is served, dug out, outside. That's a Longhurst, and she hit it. It was not touched at the net, and she just hit it long. Wasn't sure if it got touched at the net or not, but apparently not. It just goes deep, and for Evanston, that's now back on top by 2, 15-13. Hayes serves. Stevenson sets, and that's going to be in. It was Burnett coming across, and that short little set, she's able to put it back into the deep corner and pick up the point. Sage Meek back to serve for the Indians. She'll serve hopefully for a tie here as the Indians trail by 1. Ellingford. Meek keeps it alive. Whitehead comes over. Comes to Burnett. She bumps it over backwards over her head. Short set in the middle. That's going to be in again. Barker able to find the deep corner this time. And it's 16-14. Barker was kill number 2 of the match. And now Ellingford will serve. Set. Meek plays it over. Hayes. That is the Freeland coming over with the big hit and puts that one down, 17-14. Freeland with 13 kills in the match and timeout on the floor. So the timeout, we'll take one here as well as they lead 2-1 to Evanston, and they lead 17-14 here in set number 4.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hey, I'm Angie Weeks. I am the office manager here at West Motor Ford. We are excited to have lots of new inventory on the lot. We're excited to invite everybody to come in and check out our lifetime powertrain warranty. It comes with every vehicle we sell that's under a certain number of miles, and it is a fantastic deal. My son actually just bought a car and was able to get that with his vehicle, and it's been a lifesaver for us. This is Angie with West Motor Ford in Preston, Idaho. Come in and see us today.
WestMotorCompany.com. KACH.
Utah State at Wake Forest tonight as they open up their football season with about 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and that's a 7-7 tie, Utah State and the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. So 17-14. Ellingford will serve for Evanston. Red Devils, referee whistles the play into motion, and we're ready to go. Serve comes to Meek. She pops it up, gets it right back on the set, plays it over. Kept alive there by the Red Devils. Outside, Freeman. It's dug, but out of bounds. Freeman now is tied for the highest number of kills on the team in the match. Her and Lauren Ellingford have 14 apiece. 4-point lead for the Devils as they'll serve. Back set, that comes back to Longhurst, and Longhurst able to put that away. 18-15. Preston with the point. It'll be Maddie Whitehead to serve here again, trailing by 3. Back and forth, they've gone in all 4 of these games so far here tonight. Meek, set backwards to Longhurst, and Longhurst has another point. 5 kills in the match for Emily Longhurst. 18-16. Preston back to within 2. As Whitehead with the serve, good deep serve. They'll play it, just bump it back over to keep it in play. Stevenson with the set, deep for Meek. That's dug neatly as Freeland able to find the deep corner, just trying to play it over and out of trouble. And she picks up her 15th kill of the match. 19-16. Red Devils back on top. Stacia Barker will serve as it comes to Stevenson. Set across, comes to Meek. Played there by the Devils. Back set, Freeland can't do anything with it. And then the Indians misplay the ball. Makes it 20-16. So Barker back to serve again. As Stevenson keeps it alive, Meek plays it over, and she plays it too deep. So Haley Meek hits it a little bit too deep. That's a hitting mistake, as that'll be a 21-16 lead now for the Evanston Red Devils as the serve continues for Barker. Serve comes across, Meek off the top of the net, comes back over for Evanston. This time it comes to Windward, and Windward hits it wide. That makes it 22-16. Timeout again on the floor. Timeout Preston. Back after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street, Preston.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, the Indians with their back to the wall here. Evanston 3 points away from a victory here in set number 4. And surely advancing to the championship brackets coming up here tomorrow. As, again, that's Longhurst keeping Preston very much in the game with her 6th kill of the match. And it's 22-17, and the serve back over to the Indians again as Abby Keller comes back onto the floor, and she will serve. Preston down 5 here in the 4th. Keller, jump serve, comes to Ellingford. They set it outside as Freeland is blocked at the net. They keep it alive and get it over. Stevenson, back set this time to Windward, and Windward able to put that down. She hasn't done much here in this game like she did earlier today. She has four kills overall on the match, this match here this evening. 22-18 as the Indians cut it a little bit back and closer. They're down 4 as the serve goes too long to make it 23-18. Abby Keller with service error number 6 in the match. So Evanston up 2-1. Taryn Wagstaff to serve, up 23-18, 2 points away from a victory. Stevenson, back set to Keller. Kept alive by the Devils, but then they can't play it over. So they found their own soft spot in the defense. Wagstaff tried to hustle over and dig it up, but she couldn't. So that'll be a point for the Indians, 23-19. Haley Meek will serve. Serve goes across the court. Peterson, that's touched at the net. Kept alive by the Indians, but then right at the net, it's knocked back by Voss. Again, kept alive by the Indians. Short set in the middle. Peterson puts it away. Taylor Peterson makes it match point. 24-19. Peterson will serve for the match. So here's Peterson. Ticks off the top of the net, kept alive, dug out by Keller. It comes over to Meek, who just bumps it over. Hit back deep. Martin plays it too deep. Preston stays alive with a mishit by Martin, 24-20. And Haley Windward will now serve. Windward goes too deep, and that's the match. The hitting error by Windward gives the winning match point to the Evanston Red Devils, who win it by this set by the final score of 25-20, and they win the match 3-1 as Evanston now improves to 2-0 on the day. Preston now is 0-2 on the tournament so far here on day one. But, well, Preston still has another match to play. And for Evanston, I believe they have another match to play coming up next in about 20 minutes. So they'll have to regroup quickly and get ready to play. And for the Preston Lady Indians, they have another match coming up that probably won't start till probably sometime around 9 o'clock. If you're going to plan on tuning in and joining us, actually probably later than that, it's probably going to be closer to 9:30 if you're planning on joining us on mylocalradio.com. But we'll talk about that coming up in the post-game wrap. We'll get to that coming up right after this break.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, with Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks, all available right here in Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of Cache Valley. By Stokes Market, True Value. By Rouse Construction, building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community right here in Preston. By Webb Funeral Home, just off Highway 91 at the south end of the city of Preston. By Valley Implement. By Preston Auto Parts, CarQuest, on State Street in downtown Preston. By Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. By Idaho Salvage, where you can turn your scrap metals into cash. By S&T Electric. And by mylocalradio.com. Now stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
When you see that big green dinosaur, whether at your favorite gas station or convenience store on the side of a delivery truck, you know quality Sinclair products are available there from Hall Oil Company. Hall Oil is a family-owned and operated business that's been serving folks in Cache Valley since 1947. They're your local fuel and oil broker with a low-price guarantee. Another guarantee that's been really important this winter is that when you fill your fuel tanks with premium winter diesel fuel from Hall Oil, it's guaranteed not to gel even when the temperature drops below zero. It's the no-gel guarantee from Hall Oil Company.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield.
Why do I drink milk?
Milk rehydrates my body after I work out.
Milk has the protein I need to build muscle.
Milk helps me maintain a lean body mass.
Milk helps my muscles recover and stay strong.
Milk has the carbohydrates I need to re-energize.
Milk replaces important electrolytes that I lose when I sweat.
As an athlete at Boise State,
I learned that every sip
is a victory.
What do you drink?
What do you drink? What do you drink?
Milk Victory, brought to you by United Dairymen of Idaho.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard.
Well, when you come into, and welcome to the postgame show, by the way, Dan Hubbard back with you from the Cokeville Invitational Volleyball Tournament. When you look at the Evanston Red Devils, you have to figure out how to stop their two big hitters, Emily Freeman and Lauren Ellingford. And you can't stop them, or you're going to have a tough time winning, as both of them today combined for, 15 kills today for Emily Freeman and 14 for Lauren Ellingford in that match. And that really powered the Evanston Red Devils to a victory. They also got pretty good matches out of Taylor Peterson, who had 5 kills, and 5 also from Rachel Voss. For Preston, they got surprising production. Emily Longhurst with 6 kills over the 3rd and 4th sets, and then Abby Keller had 6 kills in the match as well. Haley Meek with 5, and Haley Windward had 4 kills, but it still was not going to be enough. So for Preston, they lose a tough 5-set match earlier in the day, losing to Mountain View, and then they lose to Evanston in 4 sets, and sets that they were very much in. In fact, the 3 sets they lost, they had over 20 points. So 4 very close games in the 4-setter, in the loss to Evanston, and for the Preston Indians, they are now 0-2 on the tournament. Mountain View is 2-0, Evanston's 2-0. Rich is 1-1, still with another match to play. They have the match coming up against the Preston Indians coming up that'll start probably somewhere around 9:30 this evening. We'll take a break. We'll come back and talk a little bit more about that and wrap up this match, game 2 of 3 from the Cokeville Invitational. We'll do all that as we continue right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
The Preston Indians hit the football field to kick off the 2019 season on Thursday night when they face the Logan Grizzlies at Maverick Stadium. Head coach Eric Thorson's Indians are ready to make a run at the Great Basin Conference title with a home schedule that features games against Jerome, Century, Bonneville, and Burley. It's the Indians and the Logan Grizzlies Thursday night. The pregame starts at 5:30 and kickoff is set for 6 p.m. Follow the action live all year on KACH 105.5 FM and AM 1340 and the live video stream at mylocalradio.com.
KACH.
Well, for the Indians, one more match on the night. That will probably start, as we mentioned, somewhere around 9:30, as that match coming up a little bit later this evening will feature the Indians against the Rich High Rebels. Rich winning earlier today. They're 1-1. Preston is 0-2 on the day. So really, for the Indians, they are really playing with their backs against the wall, trying to advance into the championship rounds coming up tomorrow here of the tournament. But we'll have that game for you. So it should start. Best guess estimate is probably going to be somewhere around 9:30 tonight, between 9 and 9:30. So we'll have that game for you on the internet, and you can find it at mylocalradio.com. So for now, that's going to wrap up this game. The executive producer of Preston of KACH Sports is Val Cook. Our studio engineer tonight has been John Beverly. And from here in Cokeville, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you again coming up a little bit later on this evening.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.